Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 1st to the 15th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All the good things that YouTube likes, and it helps me so very much, so thank you. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. All right. So we are crowned with the Ace of Wands, which is fantastic. It's a gift just for us. We are fire sign energy. We're represented by the wands in the minor arcana. So for the Ace of Wands to come forward, that is going to be really important during this time. We have a fire, a tenacity, a brilliance to us. This is a gift from God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. And again, it has to do with our passions, has to do with our fire, our determination. Be mindful always when the wands show up, our tempers can be a little bit hot. So be mindful of hot-headedness during this time, or going off kind of like with half an idea and be like, oh, I'll just figure it out as I go, and charging forward. Do be mindful about this. But we are passionate, we are determined, we are focused, we are brilliant. We're kind of on fire, and that's really cool. We then have the Three of Cups. These are people who love us, who are celebrating us. And if you're saying, Dane, I don't have anybody like that in the waking world, Spirit's like, but you do on the other side. You either have people on the other side who are absolutely rooting for you. And actually, I would say that is true for many, many, many a Sagittarius. You have such a cheerleading team on the other side. It's spectacular. But it is also your angels and your spirit guides who are watching you, protecting you, holding the glasses up to you, saying, you can do this, celebrating you, but also holding the glass to your lips when you are parched and overwhelmed and don't think that you can keep on keeping on. You absolutely can. There is such a power and a brilliance to you that is very, very, very important. And what's interesting here is you're having somebody celebrate you, Sagittarius, that you would think wouldn't. You think they wouldn't see you or get you or understand you, but they really do celebrate you. They really do see you. It moves us then to the Eight of Cups reversed. There's something we need to walk away from. There's something that has ended, and we're not quite ready to walk away yet. But there's also something emotionally, personally, that we're holding on to. And Spirit's like, why? Why are you holding on to this? This is weighing you down. This is a fear, a doubt, a chaos that doesn't need to be. It moves us then to the Tower. Okay. We are going to be going through a Tower time, whether we have already been through it, whether it is starting now, but a Tower time is a time of upheaval. It's a time of intensity. It's a time where we're looking at things and we're thinking, well, how the heck do I move forward? Like, where the heck do I need to be? Type of deal. Or our minds have just been blown. It's like when certain things happen and you just sit there kind of slack-jawed and you think, how did this happen? How did this happen? So here with the Tower, we are going to see that there's an intensity to us. An intensity of emotions comes in, a way of looking at things that we've never kind of seen it like this before is going to come forward during this time. We're going to be looking at things very differently than we have had to before. But a Tower time doesn't have to be a negative time. So mostly we think, oh my gosh, this is going to be bad. But a Tower time can be a very beautiful time. It can be a time where everybody celebrates us. And we know that this is something we've always wanted. We're celebrating within ourselves, but it changes the way we look at the world, the way we look at ourselves. Spirit likes to tell me that weddings can be Tower times, births can be Tower times, all these things, buying a house or moving or a new job, all these things that people celebrate us for, they can shake our foundation and really make us doubt the way that we move forward or what we thought of ourselves or how we saw ourselves. It makes us recalibrate. And it leads us then to the Star. Now, this is Aquarius energy. And this is a wish coming forward. So if you have Aquarius energy in your chart, if you have Aquarius energy in your life, this comes through very beautifully and very powerfully. This is a wish being granted, moving forward, seeing it, gaining an understanding of it. We are going to see ourselves setting our wish, our soul's wish, out into the universe, seeing ourselves in a way that we hadn't before, in a way that we hadn't imagined. But we're also going to start to say, what do I really want? Where do I really want to be? How do I want to move forward? What is right for me? What isn't right for me? What do I desire? What don't I desire in my life? And it brings us then to doors opening with the Two of Wands. It brings us to new horizons, new ideas, new passions, leading us in a direction that we had thought was going to be barred to us. And this tower time is actually going to be so intense. Again, it doesn't have to be negatively intense. It is just simply going to be intense that it makes us see ourselves differently. It makes us step out of being stuck and being scared and being overwhelmed. And it moves us to a place where I start to see my dreams again. I start to see myself again. I start to say I can instead of I can't. And that's with the star, with the wish coming forward. And it's after a hard time because, in the Welsh tale of Branwen, daughter of Lear, her story was not an easy one. It's a Welsh story. They're never easy. They're always sorrowful, but it's beautiful. And we're going to see that within ourselves. Our story has not always been easy. It has brought with it its fair share of sorrow and tears. But we are starting to see the hope in our lives again. We're starting to see the joy moving us forward. It might be very different than what we had dreamt up when we were 15 years old, but it's a little bit more real, and it's very much ours. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a rain cloud in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on Sunday. So good luck to everybody. Here we have nature. What is your nature? What do you love about nature? How do you connect with nature? Are you embracing your nature? As long as your nature is that of love, respect, kindness, and grace, embrace it. As long as you're doing no harm, do no harm, you're going to see yourself moving forward in a way of beauty and of peace. Connecting with nature, feet on the ground type of thing. It can be through barefoot shoes. It can be through going for walks outside, but very much that connection with nature is going to be so important and so beautiful for you. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Ooh, sorry, hit my mic. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Here we have peace, and this is the crown chakra. We can have a lot of worry. Why? We have that tower time, right? That makes all the sense in the world. When the crown chakra is reversed, when our crown, the top of our head, but also our crown, think of yourself as wearing a crown. When that is reversed, when we feel like we are unworthy of this crown, of this blessing of peace, we'll see ourselves diminish in the world around us. And we can see ourselves diminishing in the quality of our sleep, in the quality of our joy. We might be a little bit more snippy, a little bit more frustrated. We're going through a tower time. And that tower time can be a release of things that were stealing our peace and our joy. But because it's bringing up so much fear that we have bottled down within us, so much doubt that we, didn't want to express, our tower time can be, it's time to let it go. You get to celebrate now, right? It's time to release the doubts and the fear and, feeling like there was that there was a weight waiting to drop on you. You're going to see that now is a time to look at life and say, I embrace peace. I embrace peace. I embrace peace. And that is going to be a very important chant. I embrace peace. And start to see your body, feel your body relaxing. Feel yourself stepping into that peace, stepping into that harmony. Now, the energy to be mindful of during this time, angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, is the King of Wands. That's us. We can have a tendency to get in our own way. This can also be another fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just a person with a really bad temper who has a tendency to fly off the handle, can be really nice, really kind, really, really great 1 minute, fly off the handle the next. All right. We have to be mindful about this energy as well, because, it's just something as a fire sign energy that, we just have to be aware of. We just have to be aware of it. Every sign has their thing to be aware of. And so here with the King of Wands, do not get in your own way. Do not, say that you can't when you absolutely can. Like, you absolutely are so capable and so powerful and so absolutely beautiful, Sagittarius, that don't dim your light. Don't dim your light for anyone. Embrace your power. Embrace your fire. But be mindful that this is a time where we can get in our own way and our temper can get the best of us, or somebody else's temper can get the best of us. So just be aware of this. It is time to look at what you love in life, how you want to move forward, what you are passionate about, and go for it. You're being celebrated. Start celebrating you as well. Start celebrating you. It's going to be so easy to fall into this energy of it's always a battle, right? It could be a battle for 16 years or since you were 16 or, however, like 16 years, 16 months, 16 weeks, 16 days, you could be going through this battle and this intensity. And it's so hard here to release it, to say, I've gotten what I wish for, or I'm getting what I wish for. The doors are opening. I don't have to be in the state of fight or flight. I don't have to be in the state of chaos and overwhelmed, and I can't, and it's not going to. I'm done with that. And I'm starting to see me. I'm done with that. And I'm moving forward for me. That is going to be a very, very important thing. Emotions do run high during this time. Just be aware of this. Be aware that emotions run high, that you can feel stuck, you can feel overwhelmed. You can also feel like more people are against you than are. This can be a time where, for one reason or another, we might turn to, we can turn to people who are a little bit more caustic, a little bit more, negative, angry, because that's an energy that we've become used to, okay? For whatever reason, or they're just kind of like mirroring back to us doubts that we have within ourselves. And we're like, oh, that person loves me. That person cares for me. They're kind of cutting me down a notch. They don't want me to be too big for my britches, or they're pointing out things that I really need to be concerned about. Now, if we really need to be concerned about things and somebody's coming from a place of love, respect that. But this is going to be a person who is just very manipulative and can see trauma bonds, right? Can see your hurt responding to their hurt. They might not realize it consciously, but just be mindful about this during this time. Let yourself stand in your power. Let yourself stand in yourself, because it's time to reclaim the peace, which is your nature, which is yourself coming forward. You come from a place of balance and peace. You're represented by temperance, which is harmony, in the major arcana. So that is so important. And what is your dream? You're finally starting. And that sounds like a funny thing to say, finally starting. But you're finally starting to let your dream out into the world again. You did once upon a time. You absolutely did. This isn't the first time you've ever done this. But you've gotten burnt and things got overwhelming. And, there were hurts and there were pains and there were, everything that happened, failures. And now you're starting to let your dream come out again. Because it's been one heck of a road. It has been. It's been one heck of a road, one heck of a time. And you wouldn't wish it kind of on your worst enemy. Well, maybe you would. Sometimes it's like, oh, I wish you could go through this. But you really wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy. The trials, the tribulations, the doubts, the fears, the tears. But now you're being reborn. Now you're reconnecting with what you truly want to truly love. And the doors are opening. And you're seeing a bit into the future. So when you have this idea and it sounds like wild, right? If you have there's something that's coming forward and you're like, oh, I always dreamt of this, but that's just never going to happen. No, your dreams are starting to come forward now because they're like, remember me? Remember me? Remember how I got you through the hard times? And then you stop believing. Now, this is your soul's wish coming forward. This is why your soul is on this earthly plane, coming forward, seeing you, guiding you. It moves you to your subconscious spirit message, which this is inspire. It is time to be inspired again. We could be kind of a little bit uninspired, a little bit like humdrum with the world around us. It is time to be inspired again. It moves us to our subconscious chakra message, which is the inner child. That's one of my favorite chakra cards because I love inner child work. We hold so much from our childhood that we don't even realize. And a lot of hurts, a lot of coping mechanisms, a lot of pains that we go through, it starts when we're little. We also have, right, in astrology, it's called the original wound. And that is the wound of Chiron. That's where Chiron is in our chart. And that's our original wound. That's the place where we are going to see that if we look at it, we'll see that all other wounds kind of build off of that original wound. And so here, the original wound starts when we are children. So our inner child is saying, connect with you, see you. We do an inner child meditation. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. And see yourself as the adult you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were. And see that child running into your arms. And swoop that kid up in the biggest hug. And tell that child, I love you. I see you. I will always love you. I will always see you. I will always believe in you. You are stronger than you ever imagined. And you are loved more than you could ever know. You are my very best in the whole entire world. You are capable of amazing things. And you are so, so loved. Sit with that energy for a little bit. Pause this video if you need to. But sit with that energy of your heart chakra opening up to the many faces that we wear throughout this lifetime. Connecting with the healing, connecting with the joy. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. And that's the Magician. It's interesting that both have us taking the gift of the wand, taking the gift of our passion, but it's more in a destructive manner. So do be mindful about this during this time, because the court cards that hold the wands in their hands, or even the major arcana that hold the wands in their hand, they're always telling us right now, be mindful of this, be mindful of this. So with the Magician, we have all the gifts that come forward. We have the wands, we have the cups, we have the pentacles, we have the swords. They're all before the altar of our existence. And we need to claim our passion. We need to claim why we're here. We're connecting with our soul's wish. So we're doing that, but we need to be mindful, because this is like we can follow the lies of others. This is going to be a time where we can see somebody and think that they're super wise, right? I should do and be exactly like them. And Spirit's like, no, you should be exactly like you. Again, coming from a place of love, grace, respect, dignity, compassion, and let that lead you forward. With the Magician, let your magic shine. Let your magic show in your life, because this is somebody else's words, somebody else's desires, like surpassing your own. And you're not here for that. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message. And this is the Six of Wands. For one reason or another, we're being very, very hard on ourselves. Subconsciously, consciously, we are more inclined during this time to tear ourselves down than to build ourselves up. Be mindful of this. Be mindful because, first of all, you deserve better. Second of all, it is time to celebrate you, to crown yourself with a crown of peace on your head and celebrate you. Celebrate your blessings, celebrate your glories, celebrate you. Because it is time to live out loud, stand out, and be just absolutely exquisitely beautiful. Sagittarius, it is time. So with the Six of Wands reversed, we have a tendency to put ourselves down. We have a tendency to be negative towards ourselves. It's kind of like a really bad boss that says, oh, you didn't get that done? You didn't do this? You didn't do that? You could have done 18 million great things. But they always point out the bad ones. A really great boss builds you up, congratulates you, knows your talents, knows your strengths. And you know what? I bet you a lot of us have had really, really bad bosses, way more than we've had good ones. So it's way easy to be a bad boss to ourselves. And it's way harder for us to be that good boss, to be that one that builds us up, that loves us, that believes in us. Now it's time to change that energy. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.